did it. Everyone hanging in there?
Just about. Though if we have to waste our energy on many more like that, I don't fancy our chances against Volron. We gotta try to conserve.
That sound again.
You must be worried we'll have a change of heart. He's certainly pulling out all the stops.
Alphen, I know it's hard, but we have to stay focused on moving forward.
I know.
Are you doing okay, Shionne?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
We don't know what else Volron's got up his sleeve. Be careful, all right?
I'll go check and see if the coast is clear. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just wondering what that was all about.
Huh?
It's just, you don't think Shionne is acting kinda weird around Alphen, do you?
Like standoffish weird? Isn't she always like that?
No, not that. I mean, since we rescued her.
Then I guess. Maybe it's the identical ancestor thing.
Maybe. I guess that could be it.
You sure you're not reading into it? What? What'd I say?
Nothing.
I can never win with you. You know that?
I wonder if we're getting any closer to finding Volron.
I sure hope so.
Hey, Kisara. Have you noticed how Shionne...
Seems to be grappling with something all by herself?
Yeah, she's been acting differently around us ever since we rescued her. The same towards Alphen, too. Now that Alphen's regained his memories and his sense of pain, maybe she's become more self-conscious that she still has her thorns. In which case, it makes sense that she'd be feeling out of sorts. But I can't help me move forward. So I'd like to return the favor and do that for her, too. The only problem is, even if I did have the chance to talk to her, I don't know what I could say that would help.
Shionne's dealing with a lot right now. Maybe more than she can handle. Trying to unravel the threads of her own worries, that's challenge enough itself. Not to mention that trying to wade in blindly would probably end up making things even worse than they already are.
But how do we help her then?
For the time being, I think all we can do is be patient and keep an eye on her. That way, when she's finally ready to let us in, we'll be right there to lend her a shoulder.
I hope you're right.
So if Volron is the Lord of the Water Realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hootle. We'll get through this.
Shionne?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
This area is the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Vholran treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
We've come for you, Vholran!
Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest?
My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life.
I'm happy to see you.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life of your body myself.
So all this, kidnapping Sheila, sacrificing those people, was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time?
I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you.
I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Vholran, and free those you've enslaved!
Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you.
Far enough! Magna
Here I come!
Swallow dance!
Dazzle!
Here I come! More with that
Rise of Phoenix!
Raging Cascade!
In here!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lunar Corruption!
You're mine!
By the power of water! Shining Supernova! Radiant Flash! More with that
Explorative ray!
In a bind?
Just
Sleep now.
Take this! Super
More
swallow
with the
dance!
Sapphire!
I owe you one! Talon
The
sword!
water system! Lunar Corruption!
Explosive ray!
By the power of water!
Take this.
Raging Cascade!
I never miss!
He just won't stay still! You can draw his attention. I'll pin him down.
Take this.
Confiscated!
Talon hurricane!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil!
Take
Dash in the wasteland!
Now!
this!
Let's go! You're mine! This
Radiant,
one's all
look
mine!
here!
I'll tear you apart!
Gale Force!
Try this!
Raging Cascade!
Explosive ring! Eat dirt!
Dance in the wind!
Eagle fly!
Field! Back into I'll be safe this way!
Will this help?
Dragon! I'll finish you here and now!
Shield! Healing Eagle Soul! More where that came from!
Take this! I really owe you. I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Is that it?
Watch this! Here I come!
Lightning Blade!
Talon
Keep
Hurricane!
planning!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
This looks bad!
And the
We gotta
funnel
stop
to
it!
me.
Lunar Corruption!
That's far enough.
This is over. Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying. Yeah,
Eyes on the ground. Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
That you may be strong, but I'll never back down! Let's soar!
Healing Circle! Got it!
I can handle
Healing
it!
Circle!
I'm not done!
Here I go!
Dragon Sword! Here! Be still!
Holy Land!
It's on!
Let me see what I can do.
Where are you going? Illuminate the
Take this!
In a vine.
Holy Glimmer! Downfall! Holy
Eat
Land!
Whirlwind
Corruption!
Hollow Dance!
take this.
Burn in hell!
Not in your dreams!
Dragon Sword!
My Aqua!
Try this!
Photon Raging Cascade!
Explosive
Holy
Ray!
Hell!
Soar!
Spread! First
Be
aid!
still! Rising Phoenix!
Freeze!
Hurricane Thrust!
I'm out of ammo!
Searing
Take
Gale!
this. That's far enough.
You'll pay for that! I'm on!
This is
I'll
over.
bring you back from death's abyss! Eagle Assault! Resuscitation!
Take this.
I'll heal... You are
You require a hand.
Megasonic Drop! Illuminate the
I really know you want.
Holy Glimmer! Holy Glimmer!
What's wrong?
Hurricane Thrust!
Swallow dance!
Rising...
I can handle it! Eagle Assault!
Now this is enjoyable.
I can carve through armor!
Freeze denied!
Die.
You're mine!
Locked and ready! Changing state! One
Away!
more! That one's mine! Arcane Water
Megasonic Thrust!
Freeze
Lightning Thrust!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying.
The changing path! Here I go! Eagle Drop! Dance in the wind!
Not today!
In
a bind?
Die.
Light
Dragon
Astral
Roar!
Magic Grenade! Freeze
That's far
Take
enough.
this!
Searing Flame!
Please.
In a bind?
There. Just like
Here
that.
goes!
You're
Not
finished!
in your dreams! Mega Ray!
Finished!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Got him! It's all over. Vol Run. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's...
How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Volron has that crest as well?
And if Volron's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign.
The hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be.
said not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it?
There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength.
Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin?
Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination.
We never asked for it. No one did.
What do I have? Your wants. You are but a mote of dust in the...
Alphen!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants!
Feel! Lunar Collapse! Where are you going? War for the top!
Stop!
I'll heal you all! Lightning Orb!
I will show you true power! This is right!
Rage Lord!
The flame of light will be let free!
Where would I go from? Dance to the Wave Lancer!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll cover you!
I shall erase everything!
Dance to the wind! We
I'll
pass!
destroy you!
Lore for the stockpile! Healing circle! Illuminate the sun! Holy Glitter! Glade Warrior! Here's Evo! Now it's Sword! Freeze Lancer!
Here I come!
Steel Sword! Now!
Eagle attack! Lead!
Let it after her!
Is this what real pain feels like?
Lightning Orb! Order Field! I'll be saving. Where are you going? Confiscated!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This should do it!
Here's the healing
Dance!
art! First aid!
I owe you one.
Thunder Field! Too fast to keep up with! Then we'll take him together! Rinwell, follow my lead! Okay! I'll provide cover! More for the stockpile! Here's the healing art! More where that
Take
came
this.
from!
It's over! I will show you true power!
Radiant
It's
Blue!
all!
I've let you all down.
Stay away from my
I'll
friend!
heal you all! Thunder Field! Healing circle!
Thanks!
Watch and sweep! Lightning condense!
All
Thunder
of
Blade!
it.
Illuminate the dark! Holy Glitter! Holy Land!
Take this.
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Swarm! Light!
A new lease on life! Shining Supernova!
Now we're not
Healing circle!
You picked the wrong fighting one! Your fate!
Radiant
Nothing back! There!
Arch Seal!
First strike!
Searing Flame! Confiscated! Reload! I never miss!
I'm not done!
Eat this!
Here! Raging Storm! First aid! Here goes! Take this! There!
Wretched worms!
Alfred!
No!
Everyone together! I'll shoot him down! Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike! Know your
One
place!
sweet!
I'll tear you! I'll smash you!
Steel
You're
Force!
finished! Kneel before your sovereign!
Here I come!
I'll finish you
Dragon
here and
Swarm!
now!
Try this! Your
Steel
life
Force!
will end here!
Dance in the wind!
Dazzle!
He's about to attack! Damn it! We need to...
Stop him! This should do it! I am the true sovereign! All others shall be banished!
Seal! I'll be saving Steel Force!
Try harder! You'll pay for that!
Could this be the true power of a
Sovereign?
What is this? You're mine! The blade!
What? Not my finest.
Eat dirt!
Here! I'm out of ammo! Ready to go!
Take it!
Here,
It's over!
not done yet!
That's right, this! Die already!
Lightning!
This should do it!
Purge malevolence!
Deny!
Waterfall!
Unleash lightning! It does it!
Take this!
Rip and tear!
Can't miss!
I will show you what
Crumble!
out of my sight! This is looking good! Megasonic thrust!
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see that! Where are you going?
You require a hand. I'd let you all down.
No further!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
And more of this and I'll burn out!
Here's a healing
Die
arm!
already!
It's not yet! Raging
You're
Storm!
mine! You're finished!
Here!
Not
Illuminate
my
the storm!
finest.
Come forth! All the healing arm!
Is this it?
Healing! Circle! Thanks so much! I will show you true power! Illuminate the storm! I can handle it! I'm all stopped up!
Eat this!
This should do it! All shall bow!
I'll heal you all!
It's time!
Lightning condensed! Healing circle! Eagle
There.
roll!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
This should do it!
Raging storm!
Die already!
I'm prison! Will this help?
You're mine! Unleash lightning!
Ready and ready.
Healing circle!
I can carve through armor.
Lightning condensed!
I'm really over
Thunder blade! Illuminate
I
the
shall
storm!
be the ruler of all things!
I'm ready!
I shall erase Dragon Swarm! Not today!
Hurricane. Eagle
Where are
fly.
you going?
Take this! It's
Can't
over!
miss it.
Unleash lightning!
Tectonic pull.
I'll heal you all!
Can't get out of this.
Shield!
Here I come!
Healing circle! Sleep now!
Rip and
What
tear.
is
Watch
this
this.
meaning?
I'll be
Kneel before your sovereign!
Roll.
This should do it! Your life is ending here! Here I come! Start up!
Tectonic pull.
Run!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! so.
There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renis Alma.
So, now we put Shionne's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
Shion. What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
Renis Alma!
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
What do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
誓ったまま時は過ぎ痛む心に気がつかずに僕は一人になった記憶の中でずっと二人は生きてゆける君の声が今も胸に響くよそれは愛がさまよう限り君は少し泣いたあの時見えなかった
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds.
Lenegis hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting.
I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Dahnans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shionne for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. on the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.